Okay. Hello. Hang on. Things are different for some reason. How do I see your comments? Here. Okay. Good. Okay. Hello, beautiful souls. How is everybody? Facebook changed things for some reason. Please say hello so I know you guys are there, and I know that I can see your comments because I don't know if I can for some reason. Hey Renee, hi. Hi Red. Okay, good. I can see your comments. Okay. Okay. Found it. Okay, hello everybody. If you're watching live, please say hello so I know you're there. It's always good to know who I'm talking to. Hi Kim, welcome my dear. Good to see you here. Give me a second to open the window because it's a bit hot. Hey Reina, hi my dear. How are you guys? I have to say I'm very triggered today about this topic, so yay! Isn't it fun? Okay, so today we're talking about, well, honoring your unique soul path, your spiritual path, honoring where you are in your path, right? And the reason why I put on the title, "You Are Not a Failure," is because, well, I have issues with that as well. I tend to repeat to myself a lot that I'm failing, that I'm a failure, and that's not good. So let's clear all this shit today, shall we? Yeah. Oh, Reina, I'm good, thank you. You're in winter now. You're in Australia. Cool. Yeah, today, well, yesterday actually, began summer here for me. Yay. So, yeah. Hi, Lee. Good morning, my dear. Okay. So, let's start with a meditation, shall we? So we can all ground a little bit and we can all be present for this healing, myself included, and so we can open our energy to whatever the creator, whatever the universe is wanting to give us today. Okay, so take a sip of water. Get comfy. Close your eyes. Start taking deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, very slowly. Okay. Start noticing your heartbeat. Notice your body. Notice how you feel. Notice what thoughts come as you try to calm yourself down. What are you telling yourself right now? Just keep breathing very deeply. No judgment here, just noticing. Noticing sounds, noticing feelings, noticing thoughts, sensations in your body. I want you to imagine energy coming from the core of the earth, up through the soles of your feet. Imagine this Mother Earth energy grounding you, nurturing you. If you want, let this energy of the earth to absorb any negative feelings. You know, when you go into the sea or into a forest and you step on the ground and you feel like all the negative energy is getting cleared of your body. I want you to imagine that happening. Good. And now this Mother Earth energy is going to come up through your body, all the way up through your legs, through your belly, aligning your chakras from the base of your spine, up your belly, up your stomach, your heart, your throat, your third eye, until it comes out from the top of your head in the form of a bubble of light. I want you to imagine you're inside this bubble of light. It's like a piece of your consciousness is inside this bubble of light, safe and protected. Take a moment to notice what color it is. It's transparent, so you can see everything around you, but it has color. Mine is yellow today. Good. And you're going to send this bubble of light up through the roof, up through the atmosphere, you're gonna pass the stars, past the planets, past all the galaxies, all the moons. You can use your visualization skills to do this, or you can just feel it or know it's happening. However it comes to you, everything's okay. If you don't see anything, there's nothing wrong. Just keep imagining however you want to imagine it. And keep using your breath to keep going up You're going to reach a series of lights. Go through these lights and keep going up. You're going to reach a golden light. This is the realm of the Ascended Masters, the angels. Go through this beautiful golden light and keep going up. It's very vast, so go up this light. Keep going through it. You can ask for Ascended Masters or angels to join you if you want. You don't have to know their names. You can just set an intention if you want and keep going upwards. Good. You're gonna reach a jelly-like substance. Go into this substance. These are the laws of the universe. You're gonna see a lot of colors, a lot of shapes. There are many laws. Some of them we know, we're familiar to, like the law of gravity, the law of cause and effect, the law of electricity. There are many laws, the law of sacred geometry, law of astrology, law of karma, law of connection, law of truth. Don't get caught up in the laws. I want you to just reach for a pink mist, which is the law of compassion. And allow this pink mist to surround you in your bubble of light. And it's gonna guide you up into a bright iridescent white light. Go into this light. You may see a door or a window. Go through it until you reach this beautiful, bright, iridescent white light. Go into it and keep going upwards. This is the energy of creation, the life force, the creator of all that is, the universal intelligence, God, however you want to call it. This is pure energy of unconditional love. So if you still see anything, shapes, people, faces, keep going upwards until there's just energy of love around you. Okay. And as you go into this light, you're going to start feeling the bubble around you dissolving, and you become one with this energy of love. Breathe into this energy and just notice how it feels. Let's ask this energy for a quick healing. So mentally you can say it. Creator of all that is, it is commanded that unconditional love is sent to every single cell of my body. Thank you, it is done, show me. And I want you to just allow it to happen. You're just going to witness it. As this energy of unconditional love is sent to every single part of your body. You can imagine like a waterfall of energy if you want. However you want to see it or feel it. Imagine this energy going in through you. Into every single cell of your body. Okay. If there is any emotion that is stuck, just allow this energy to transform it. Any pain, just allow the energy to transform it as well. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe to allow this energy to move through you. You may start feeling a bit more calm. You can feel some sensations in your body, like tingling, for example. You may start feeling like your eyes are gonna flicker. This is normal. It means they're connected to this energy. Okay. Okay, let's start doing some clearings already, actually. Let me see. There's a lot of resentments that we're carrying with us. So let's ask this energy to release all the resentments that no longer serve us. So if you want this, say yes out loud. You're going to receive this healing. So can we clear all the stuck resentments from your body, from your liver, from your kidneys, from your heart, all the grudges that you're unconsciously holding on to. You don't have to hold on to them anymore. And if you're holding on to them as a way of not repeating the same mistakes, can we teach you that you can keep the lessons from whatever happened and release the resentments? You may start remembering things, seeing scenes in your mind's eye of things that happened. Just allow things to happen. Every awareness that comes, it means it's ready to be, cleared. Maybe you're gonna start seeing things very, very tiny, things that were very minor as we judge them, but they're still stuck in your unconscious mind. So if you see them, just see them, acknowledge them, and say thank you. But I'm ready to release you now. If you're having some trouble, some resistance, I want you to ask what beliefs did you come up with because of what happened? What did you start believing about yourself, about life, because of what happened? Do you believe you're a failure? Do you believe you don't do anything right? What do you believe about yourself that you don't want to believe anymore? Okay. And how did holding on to this belief actually served you? Because the only reason we hold on to beliefs that seem limiting and negative is because somehow they serve us. They have a positive intention. They have a secondary gain. So what is the gain? What did you get out of believing whatever it is that you're believing about yourself? That you're a failure, that you're a disappointment, that you're a mistake. What did you learn? So can the Creator teach you that this lesson is complete? You don't have to hold on to these feelings anymore or these beliefs. And can we teach you that you are perfect the way you are? That there's nothing wrong with you? Just notice if it comes in. If there's some resistance, we'll work on that later. I want you to just notice what happens when I say those things. Oh, can we, because some of you are kind of addicted to judging yourself. So, let me see. Okay, so in any way that you're holding on to this pattern of judging yourself all the time in order to improve yourself as a push into being a better version of yourself, can we stop this? Can we teach you that you can keep improving yourself without judging yourself all the time? That you can improve, you can become a better version of yourself from a place of self-love, of curiosity, of joy, instead of beating yourself up for everything. If you want to say yes, the universe will hear you and you're going to receive this. Okay. Now can we also clear all the remorse that you're holding on to? The regrets. Okay. Again, just allow whatever comes up to come up. And I'm going to ask you something. Why do you think you're such a failure? What makes you a failure? And I'm going to ask you to comment right now. What is it? What makes you a failure? What makes you believe that you're such a failure? Let me know and we clear those things, okay? Hi, Roy. Hi, my dear. So let me know, why are you a failure? What makes you a failure? What are you believing about yourself? Because you believe you're a failure, because you believe you're failing, because you believe you're behind in life, all those things. Why? Let me know in the comments, please, so we can know and we can clear that more specifically to you guys. And if you're watching the replay, everything is going to work for you as well. You can also comment. But you're going to be tapping into this collective consciousness that we're creating right now of this healing. So you're going to receive everything as well. So let me know, guys. Don't be shy. This is a safe place. What makes you a failure? Why do you believe that? Okay. Renee's saying, not making enough money to support family comfortably and due to the struggles of life. What do you mean? Which struggles of life? And let me ask you something else. Which struggles of your life, for everybody now, which struggles in your life have you been through that are actually feeding into this belief that you're a failure? I'm gonna give you an example. I was actually thinking about this earlier today. So a few years ago, I moved to Italy, I was living in Florence. I lived there for 2 years before coming here. And I went there without having any idea of what I was going to do. I had no plan, but eventually I decided that I was going to stay there. And I was like, okay, now I'm going to stay here and I'm going to find a place. I'm going to stay here indefinitely. So my mission was, okay, I'm going to find a long-term place for me to live, right? With a contract, a place that is nice. In 2 years, I couldn't find this place. 2 years. So many things happened. It's not even worth talking about it. But so, just so you have an idea, in 2 years, I moved 8 times. 8 times. I couldn't for the life of me settle in one place. Now, if I stop there, the story's like, wow, what is wrong with me? Right? That's an easy thing. You go and you find a place and that's it. Right? There's no secret there. When I look back, it's like, thank God I didn't find a place. Thank God, because I didn't want to stay there. I thought I did, but towards the end, it was like, get me out of here. I didn't want to stay there anymore. I didn't want to create my life there. I couldn't wait to get out of there. So imagine if I had stayed, if I had found a place, if I would be bound to a contract, you know? So in a way, if I look at the facts based on the wish that I had back then, I failed. But if I look now that I'm living in an island that I actually had no idea I was going to be in, I had no idea, but it's exactly what I needed. So you see, sometimes the universe is redirecting us because we don't even know what's possible, right? Okay. They say not accepted with recent gallery applications. Okay. Renee saying not enough money, nothing to show for my life, no home for no family, career not growing, feel no further ahead than 20 years ago. Okay. That's a very strong belief that you have nothing to show for your life. And I want you all to feel that. How is it true for you? How much do you believe that you have nothing to show for your life? And what is it that you think you should have to show for your life? What does it qualify something to be shown for your life? Is it the money? Is it a family? Is it a business? Red saying not having the courage to follow my dreams. That's a big one. Okay. So Red, what do you believe courage actually is? Because a lot of us think, and this is like the collective consciousness, that we live in, that courage and being brave means that you have no fear. Right? Do you believe that in order to have courage, you have to have no fear? Do you believe your fears are actually in the way? And you have to let go of all your fears first before you actually become brave and courageous. Because if you believe that, let me tell you something, that's never gonna happen. The very definition of courage is having the fear and doing it anyway. Brave people are afraid, but they're not controlled by the fear. That's the difference. And they don't gaslight themselves either. It's not like, oh no, I'm just gonna ignore the feelings that I'm feeling. No, there's a difference there, right? So, okay, let me see. Okay, I feel like some of you, you just learned how to, how can I say, you learned how to see your fears as a sign of weakness. So for your entire lives, you kind of suppress the fear. But the thing is, when you suppress one emotion, you suppress all emotions, right? All of them. So it's like you want courage, you want everything that you are associating with having courage, but how can you have it if you're suppressing all the feelings that actually are gonna feel the courage, right? Okay. Red saying, I think the failure is my comfort zone. Going with my fears is going outside. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Failure is a comfort zone. Absolutely. Because then you know what to expect. Right? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Renee saying, debts and being having a little family. It's hard to change in career options due to taking care of kids. So being staying stuck financially and not being able to pursue my dreams to having bills to be paid and to do the job to pay my expenses. So feeling stuck in failure as this life feels like more for paying bills. Okay. Okay. So can we start for clearing this belief for everybody that life is this hamster wheel that you're here to pay bills? Because it actually feels like an ancestral belief. You know, you don't have the opportunity to dream because you don't have the time. So, okay, it's like we're stuck in survival mode. So, in any way that you're stuck in survival mode, can we unstuck you energetically first? Ooh, it's dangerous, isn't it? Okay, let me see. So, for you, what is the danger of coming out of survival mode? What is it? What comes up? If you're not struggling to pay the bills, to feed yourself and your family, what is the worst thing that can happen? Because sometimes, well, a lot of times actually, we're actually more afraid of the success than we're afraid of failure. Do you know why? Because of what we associate with success, with having the things that we dream of. We think we're gonna have to sacrifice something. We think we're not allowed. We think we're betraying our family. We think we need to abandon our family in order to live our dreams. We think we don't deserve it. We think if we have it, we're gonna lose it all. So it's better to not even have it. All those things and many more options. So what is it for you? If you achieve your dreams and you get out of the comfort zone of failure and paying your bills and having to follow what society tells you need to do, what is the worst thing that can happen? What is it? Okay, Roy is saying the company I worked for closed and I was re-employed making about half my previous salary. With younger people who I was senior to at work becoming my boss. So I feel I worked so hard for a job position that I lost. At the age of 48, I feel as I struggled for nothing. Okay. That's a very strong belief that all your work, all your hard work was in vain. So if any of you guys also have this belief, can we clear that place? That all the hard work that you spend your entire life, working on was in vain, was for nothing. Okay. Okay, in any way that you guys are associating your identity with being a failure, with being the provider for everybody else, with sacrificing yourself. Can we clear that, please? Okay. And I want you to let's ask the Creator to show you a new perspective of the past, actually. The same way that I shared with you. Me, not being able to find a place in Florence and actually turning out to be the best thing. What are you been looking at as a failure that is actually something that is opening up space for something better? Because that's how it works sometimes. The universe knows more than we do consciously, so much more. So we're creating our lives, but the universe is also creating our lives. It's a co-creation. So sometimes we think that we want something and we're like forcing, trying to make this happen. But the universe is like, wait, but you're trying to make this happen, but you're not supposed to make this happen. You're supposed to make this happen. So I'm going to close the doors for you here, and you're going to feel like a failure because that's what humans do. But what if actually this is paving the way for your future success? Does it make sense? So I want you to look at this and see any examples in your life that you thought it was actually a failure, but actually, brought you in a new direction. Something that you're now like, oh my God, thank God that didn't happen. Thank God that didn't happen. Like, thank God. You have no idea how grateful I am that I'm not in Florence right now. I love the city, but I had so much shit happening to me there. So much. I had my heart broken into a million pieces. I had a very, very toxic relationship. I didn't want to be there anymore. Everything was very tainted for me there. So thank God I didn't have a contract that I had to pay, every month. Thank God, because I was free to come, to leave, to go anywhere. So what is it for you? And I would love to know if you have any examples as well. Something that you've been telling yourself that, it was a failure, but actually opened up something that you didn't even know that you wanted. Another example for me. Some of you guys know I graduated in business. And if you asked me when I was 20 something, what was my plan, what was my goal, it would be to be a CEO of a big company. That was my goal. Fast forward a few years, me depressed, living in São Paulo, hating my life, working for a big company, still in a very low position, but I was definitely gonna, climb because I was one of the best employees. And I was miserable. I was not happy at all. And all the shitty things that happened to me there, all the abusive bosses, all the non-promotions that I got, they paved the way for me to become a healer. I didn't know that. I didn't. Of course I didn't. If anyone would come to me back then and say, oh, you're going to become a healer, you're going to be doing lives, on Facebook talking about spirituality, I would be like, ooh, what did you have? What is that drug? But because things did not work out for me as, a business, as a, how can I say, like as an employee of a big company, it brought me into a path that I'm still discovering, you guys know, but it brought me to a path that is so much more aligned to my soul, to who I am, right? And of course, I couldn't see it back then. I was just completely fucking lost, thinking I was a failure because my colleagues, the people that graduated with me, they were making money. They were happy in their jobs. So what the hell was wrong with me? Nothing was wrong with me. Now I know, right? You're welcome, Roy. Yeah, sometimes just like, you know, having another person's perspective on things just heals stuff, right? Um, Thank you, dearly. Yeah, I am in a better place. And honestly, guys, you know, I'm very honest with you. Maybe I need to be even more honest. But like, I'm not perfect. I'm not even great yet. You know, I have so much that is not working out for me. I told you, like, I constantly feel like a failure. Constantly. That's why this live is so freaking triggering for me. But you know, again, I need to honor my own path, right? We need to honor our own paths. If I start comparing myself to people in the internet that are making millions, you know, and have thousands of clients and blah, 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 I'm going to feel like a failure. But what if it's not the problem? What if this is not supposed to happen? And I'm not saying, okay, this is very important. I'm not using this as an excuse to not do the work and to not do the internal work, because I'm always doing that. And that's what we always need to do. We need to, you know, heal the triggers, go deep, bring awareness to things, do the healings always. But we also need to trust that the universe is aligning with us all the time. We do the work and the universe is aligning, right? We do the work and the universe is realigning, right? So it's like I'm doing my part, but I'm trusting that if right now things are not happening the way that I thought they should be happening, it's fine. I'm working on my blocks, you know, my responsibility of this, what I'm bringing into, you know, this co-creation, my fears, my doubts, my beliefs. But that's it. Of course, I'm doing the thing that I need to do, practically speaking. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if it's not working, if I'm doing all of this and it's still not working, maybe it's not the time yet, right? There's the concept of divine timing. Sometimes it's just not yet. It's not a no, but it's not yet, right? Or maybe it's not meant for me. Florence was not meant for me. That relationship was definitely not meant for me. Thank God I got rid of it. I'm so much better now, you know, but it almost destroyed me. But if when everything happened, I would be beating myself up. And I did, of course, a bit. But because of the knowledge that I have, I was like, okay, if this is happening, what is in me that I need to grow, that I need to be aware of? How is this actually teaching me something important, right? So, okay, Rena saying, I started work issues which caused severe anxiety, and to cope with the toxic work environment, I went towards healing. There you go. And I learned Karuna healing. Cool. Similar story to yours. I'm not a professional healer at the moment. Let me ask you something, Reina. What do you think a professional healer is? Define that for me, please. Because if we define this as like someone that is making thousands and thousands of dollars, of euros, or whatever, I'm not a professional healer yet. So what is a professional healer? Isn't it more about how you identify yourself and how do you feel about yourself? And believe me, I struggled with embracing my healer side for a very long time. And this was part of the problem, part of like why I never got to create a successful, you know, business yet. But, okay, you do not do healings for others. Okay, is that something you want to do? And what's stopping you? Next week, I want to do kind of a different sort of live because I feel like I've been lacking structure on the things that I'm doing. So I want to do like a how can I say, kind of like a coaching, healing mesh. So we can be very clear in creating a plan that works for us. I don't know how that's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna work on this myself this week, creating a plan that comes from my intuition, not from what people tell me I should be doing. So if you're interested in that, let's do this next week. Okay. Okay, Rena saying, before I can do healing for others, maybe I'm not confident about myself. Okay, a few things about confidence. First of all, the more you practice something, the better you're gonna get, right? I was not as good as I am now 2 years ago, and I'm definitely not, as good as I am going to be in 2 years. That's just how it goes. Every life, I want to believe that I improve a little bit. Every session that I have with a client, I want to believe that I'm getting better, right? That's how it goes. So just, and of course, work on yourself, work on your blocks. Why do you not feel confident in all those things? There are some lives about this as well. You can take a look, or if you need, personal help, you let me know. But we can also work more on that next week. Okay, let's keep on clearing stuff. Okay, people, let's see what else we need to clear. Ooh, okay, there's a lot of anger. So I want you to feel the anger. Because let me tell you something. We learn that we should suppress the anger, but I believe that it's better to let it out, than to swallow it. Do you know that cancer is encapsulated anger? So every time I get angry and people tell me like, oh no, don't get angry about it. It's like, no, I want to get angry. I want to let it out of me. It's better to get out of me and then I'm fine. And then there's nothing being bottled up. Okay, I'm gonna block this person who's commenting things here. Ay. There's always someone, right? Freaking people. Ay. Sorry about that, guys. It's hard to control this. Block. Okay. Let me see if it works. Okay, so if that happens, if someone randomly starts messaging you guys, let me know, okay? And then I block the person. That happens sometimes, unfortunately. Okay, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Help me out. Is it spooky? Yeah, just this profile picture. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay. Can we clear from all of us whatever it is that is attracting these kind of people? Right? Let me see what it is because I don't want to attract spooky people, and I'm sure you guys don't. So let me see if there is something that we actually need to heal, right? Everything happens for a reason, so. Interesting. Can we clear the belief that healing is evil? Interesting, like all these associations that our ancestors and the collective consciousness has with healing being something from the what is the word? Let me find the right word. Healing is dangerous. Healing is like a very low vibrational energy, that healing is a scam. That healing is devil-like. It comes from the energy of devil. And can you clear the belief that in order to heal, you need to sell yourself, you need to sacrifice yourself, you need to lose parts of yourself. And I talk about physical parts, like you need to lose your sight or lose a part of your body physically. Can you clear that? This is a very fifth plane energy. All these vows and commitments. Can we clear that from past lifetimes, from the ancestor lineage, from the collective consciousness? Let's disconnect ourselves from all this shit. This is not healing. Healing is pure awareness. That's what's healing. It's bringing awareness and bringing something else and bringing a new perspective. You know? There's no quick fix. This is not healing, but at the same time, it's kind of magical. So in any way, they're associating magic and miracles with something from, another plane, something that is spooky, something that is creepy. It's just what we're taught to believe. It's not true. Miracles happen every single day. I think I told this story before, but I love it so much. One time during a theta healing class, I was doing a crystal layout. I love doing crystal layouts. And so I accessed the energy of Merlin, right? He's an ascended master. So I asked Merlin, I said, what is magic? And he shrank me in my vision and grabbed my arms, and we started flying, very tiny, we're very tiny, and we started flying among the forest, and it felt like everything was in slow motion. And I saw the flowers blooming, and he told me, this is magic. And I remember I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. It's like, it's just so silly, but it's so beautiful. Life is magic. Everything is magic. Everything is a miracle, right? So, can we teach you that everything can be a miracle? Everything's magic. The life is magic. And you are the wizard, the witch, or whatever you want to call yourself. We're the ones doing it. Right? We are the ones doing it. And we have this power. Can we activate within your DNA and within your pineal gland? Remember the pineal gland inside the brain, right? Right in the middle of the brain. Can we reactivate this healing powers? And healing can come in so many ways. It doesn't mean you are a healer in this sense. It can mean you heal through art, right? It can mean that you heal through music. However it comes for you. Can we teach you? Can we reactivate this within you? And release all these old programs of what being a healer means. All this witch energy of like being a witch is bad, It's not. Come on. You can choose to be a witch if you want. I am definitely witchy. Very much so. And I love it. Right? You don't have to be one. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like you get to choose. You get to choose, right? Okay. Okay. Can we also clear the belief that because of these powers, you need to fight evil? This is not healing. That is not healing. This is a very low vibrational program, but it's not true. So can we clear this belief that you need to fight evil? Because guess what? If you believe that you need to fight evil, guess what? You're gonna attract into your life evil. Yay! No, we don't want that. Right? So let's release that. You don't have to fight anything. Honestly, guys, nothing. We get to choose our causes, but it doesn't have to come from a place of fighting. It's simply a place of alignment. What do I believe? I don't have to fight cancer. If you're fighting something, you're giving it power. You're giving it energy. I don't want to give it energy. And so instead of fighting, of giving energy to what you don't want, we need to give energy to what we do want. Right? We can definitely talk more about this next week, about realigning to like your deepest desires. instead of fighting for what you don't want. And we can use what we don't want, what's triggering us, for awareness, right? If I know, for me, for example, seeing abandoned cats is like I cry every time, you know, always. So I know it's important for me that cats have homes, and it's something that I want to create one day, uh, sort of sanctuary or something. I don't know yet. But instead of fighting the abandoned cats and fighting people that abandon cats, why don't I grab this energy and put it to building something better, something that is more aligned, that is actually going to help the problem instead of recreating the problem. Does it make sense? I hope it makes sense. Okay. Okay. So can we also reawaken within you, within your DNA, the virtues of courage, bravery, imagination, purpose, happiness, joy, adventure, and prosperity? If you want to say yes, you're just gonna reactivate this within your DNA, because trust me, you have it. Somewhere along the line, some ancestor mastered these virtues. So it's within you already. And can you give you the highest definition of those things? Not the one that you have, the highest one. Let's realign your definitions from the one that is the highest truth. And can the Creator give you, or rather show you, that you already have the permission to follow your dreams, to follow this inner knowing that you have? And to honor where you are and where you have been, but from a place of self-compassion, a place of knowing that everything happens for a reason, that if it didn't work out, it's because it was not supposed to work out. And also give you this distinction between what is not supposed to happen versus what you're blocking from happening. And that you have the power to change what you are blocking. And we're definitely going to go more in depth into that, but just a quick download. Can we teach you that you can be inspired by other people's success paths without getting caught up in that idea of success? They can create your own. It's not because you're not following what the specific coach says you're supposed to be doing that it means that you're a failure. Maybe you're just different. You are just different, And can again, we give you this definition, this perception of the failures that you think were failures actually being redirection, the universe redirecting you. And maybe, just maybe, whatever you're going through right now, part of it is the universe redirecting you. So if that's the case, assuming that you're doing the work, the internal work, and taking the actions, and still not getting what you want, That's the part of the universe redirecting you. So can you teach how to make peace with that? That you can do all the work and doing from a place of alignment instead of a place of chasing something that someone else is telling you to do. You can do all this, but with faith and openness to hearing, the messages from the universe. When it's time to shift something, can we give you the virtue of flexibility? Can it? Some of you are like, but if I'm flexible, I'm flaky. Can we just teach you the highest definition of what it means to be flexible, and be able to adapt to circumstances without feeling like you're being adrift in life? Because the highest truth of this is your soul is in charge. It's always in charge. We think our brains, our egos, have the illusion that we're in charge, but we're not. We're co-creating. Yes, that's the power. But our soul is so much bigger than this body. So much bigger. These ideas of success, of accomplishments that we have now, yes, they're important. Of course you should want money. You should be a millionaire. We all should. Yes, please. Right? But that's not the measurement of success. Your soul doesn't care. Your soul doesn't care. So what does your soul care about? And I want you to actually journal about this. What does your soul care about? And I want you to journal about this. And we'll talk about this next week. And together, let's, realign to our soul's plan. And create a plan actually that is actually doable. How does that sound? Good? I think it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting life. How are you guys feeling? Yeah. I just saw Lee saying that she loved that story. And she's crying. Yeah, I always cry when I think about it. The Merlin story. Yeah. Thank you, Roy. Beautiful. I'm a light witch. A witch of love and compassion and empathy. Yes, Red. Flexible is never flaky. It's elastic and stretchy. Exactly. Yes. It's like a rubber, Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful pair. I want you to just imagine, so we can finalize this, that beautiful white light showering over you, integrating this healing. I want you to really feel like you're part of this energy. You are this energy. And you're connected to the sky. I want you to connect with the earth as well. You're always connected to both, to this both polar opposite energies, the yin and the yang, the sky and the earth, the masculine and the feminine. And it all unites in your heart. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Raina saying very great. I always enjoy your sessions. Thank you. I so powerfully feel the energies when you're giving. I'm so glad you guys enjoy it. Very glad. It's been a very interesting learning curve for me as well. Doing the lives, putting myself out there. It's not easy. It's not always that I'm feeling super, in healing mode. But just following my soul, That's what I came here to do, at least part of it. So let's do it. And having, honestly, like having your confirmations that you're enjoying this, it just makes me feel good. It makes my ego feel good, and it makes my soul feel good. It makes like, it just confirms to me that I should be doing this, you know, that I'm not wasting my time, that I'm not, you know, just talking to myself. So thank you so, so, so much for being here and for the support. Oh, before I forget, I was forgetting. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I had this idea because this Thursday is a full moon, and when I lived in Florence, I used to do this women's circles, and it was always very, very, very cool. So I had the idea of trying to do it online. So this Thursday is a paid event, but I'm just gonna charge like 15 euros just to see if it works. So if you want to do it, basically it's we're gonna go on Skype or something, and there's gonna be invitations, but we're always gonna share. We're also gonna share. So it's a moment of creating safety. It's a safe space, and it's always so beautiful what comes out, you know, and just sharing and being able to know that you're gonna just be listened to, you know. When you're speaking, you're just speaking, and no one else is gonna speak. We're just listening to you and just giving you love and just giving you compassion, and then we do a collective healing in the end. So if you want to do it, text me and I'll send you the details. I need at least 2 people to be able to do it, right? So I don't know if it's gonna happen, but if it does, it's gonna be cool. Next time I'll give you more notice, but I just had the idea like yesterday. So so let's see. Let me know if you want to do it, and we'll see if it works online. Why not, right? We create this global women's circle. How cool. I think it could be very cool actually. So, okay. Let me know if you want to join me, and I'll see you next week if you don't. Love you guys. Bye.